The Philippine archipelago is home to over 7,000 islands and interweaving flow of ocean and river streams. Although it has plenty of natural resources such as crops, minerals, and marine life, being part of the Pacific Fire makes it prone to earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Out of the 23 active volcanoes, Mt Pinatubo, located in the island of Luzon, stands out as one of the most disturbing volcanic eruptions in Philippine history, making it the world's second largest volcanic eruption of the century. On June 15, 1991, after being dormant for more than 500 years, Mt Pinatubo erupted with devastating force, sending ash clouds 22 miles into the air. A year prior to the explosion, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake happened just about 60 miles northeast of Mt Pinatubo, causing the Earth's crust to shake and squeeze beneath the volcano, resulting in massive landslides. From March to April 1991, molten magma continued to rise to the surface, triggering smaller earthquakes and steam explosions that blasted 3 craters on the north flank of Mt Pinatubo. More earthquakes followed around April, May, and June. Around June 7th, the first magma reached the surface of Mt Pinatubo, overflowing and forming a lava dome. On June 12, millions of cubic yards gas-charged magma reached the surface and exploded in the most devastating outbursts. The ash cloud rose up to 22 miles into the air, covering the sky, blowing in every direction, blanketing the entire provinces surrounding Mt Pinatubo. Ashes falling as far away as the Indian Ocean and satellite-tracked ashes circling the Earth multiple times. The impact of the eruption resulted into 200,000 families losing their home. More than 722 people died, mostly from collapsing roofs. Disease spread in the camps and mud flows continued to swallow the province. The 20,000 indigenous Aita Islanders were displaced and had to live in settlement camps. In terms of political and economic impact, crops, infrastructure, and personal property, the total loss were totaled to at least $374 million. Fortunately, the early signs of eruptions gave the Philippine Institute of Volcanic and Seismology and the U.S. Geological Survey plenty of time to plan and execute evacuation of the area. Around 200,000 people were evacuated and at least $250 million in property were saved. Communication was vital to their success, and the locals' cooperation resulted in a successful evacuation. It was considered the first successful mobilized widespread evacuations. The environmental impact includes nearly 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide injected into the stratosphere, making Mt Pinatubo eruption a global disaster. The gas cloud dispersal caused global temperature to drop temporarily from 1991 to 1993 by about a full degree Fahrenheit. Continued mudfloods and slides changed the whole landscape of Luzon Islands. The eruption was also responsible for a sudden increase in the destruction of the ozone layer. It was unclear how much wildlife was affected, but it certainly changed the nature of their environment. After the eruption, people in the area managed to move forward and continue on with their lives. Businesses and tourism grew exponentially in the area, especially the services of spas and beauty treatment using volcanic ash from Mt Pinatubo. Health benefits includes declogging the arteries by feeling the effect of the hot sand, relieving muscle pain and soreness. Patrons are also suggested to drink plenty of water as the volcanic ash dehydrates the body. The area includes a guided tour of Mt Pinatubo.